Liverpool is close to solving its defensive issues with the signings of Guehi and Leone. Newcastle faces two drastic options to end the Alexander Isak transfer saga with Liverpool. Liverpool to make final offer to sign the Rebel. Hello, Reds fans! Let's check out the latest news about the biggest and best club in the world. Darren Bent expressed surprise at the reported fee Liverpool is expected to pay to sign Crystal Palace captain Marc Guehi. According to him, the English defender has the quality to play for any top Premier League club and is a complete player. Guehi has it all. I thought he was one of our best players at the Euros. Brilliant, strong, powerful, and comfortable on the ball. He seems like a real leader and a great character. I'm honestly shocked by the price, around £35 million. Many clubs are looking for center backs, and he's good enough to play for Manchester City alongside Ruben Dias and Stones. He's also good enough to play for Liverpool or Arsenal, Bent told TalkSport. According to journalist Paul Joyce from The Times, Crystal Palace is aware of Guehi's desire to join Arne Slot's Liverpool. The club believes a deal can be reached soon. The 25-year-old already has extensive Premier League experience, captained Palace to an FA Cup title, and is known for his ability on the ball. According to Lewis Steele from the Daily Mail, Liverpool's offer is £30 million plus £5 million in add-ons. Although this falls short of Palace's valuation, Chairman Steve Parish acknowledged that the club might need to sell him to avoid losing him on a free transfer next summer. In addition to Guehi, Liverpool is also close to signing Giovanni Leone. Sky Sports reported that the club has agreed on a fee of £26 million plus add-ons with Parma. The 18-year-old defender has been granted permission to travel to Liverpool, where he will discuss personal terms and undergo a medical, scheduled to begin on Thursday. After captaining Crystal Palace to a win over Liverpool in the Community Shield, Guehi now appears set to strengthen the Reds' squad ahead of their Premier League opener this Friday against Bournemouth. With the possible arrivals of Guehi and Leone, Liverpool is significantly reinforcing its defense for the upcoming season. The future of Alexander Isak at Newcastle United remains uncertain. The Swedish striker is currently training away from the first team and has refused to play, even with no transfer agreement in place. The situation escalated after Liverpool expressed interest, submitting a £110 million offer earlier this month, which was promptly rejected. Newcastle remains firm. Isak is not for sale for less than £150 million. Despite the club's stance, Isak continues to push for an exit. According to Daily Mail journalist Craig Hope, the striker has gone on strike in an attempt to force a move to Anfield and will not feature in Newcastle's Premier League opener this Saturday against Aston Villa. He also missed the club's preseason tour and has been training alone at his former club, Real Sociedad. Manager Eddie Howe admitted he can't involve Isak in current plans. Even though his contract runs until the summer of 2028 and includes no release clause, Isak is determined to leave, particularly to join Liverpool, a club he's been frequently linked with throughout the summer. Meanwhile, Newcastle has yet to secure a direct replacement and is facing serious limitations in attack. With Callum Wilson departing after his contract ended, the club currently only has young William Osella as a natural striker available for the opener. It's expected that Anthony Gordon or new signing Anthony Elanga could temporarily fill the role. Behind the scenes, the club is evaluating options such as Ioane Wissa from Brentford and rising talent Samu Agehoa from FC Porto, a target whose pursuit is expected to intensify in the coming days, according to Portuguese media. Amid the turmoil, former manager Sam Allardyce weighed in on the crisis, stating that Newcastle has only two options: sell Isak or keep him sidelined permanently. I would sell him and try to get the best price possible. When a player makes such a firm decision, there's not much you can do. If he remains isolated, the only other option is to stop paying him, but that becomes a lose-lose situation. Allardyce also emphasized that the club has to be strong when dealing with players who adopt such stances, even under long-term contracts. The board has to be strong and say, "Leave him out, we'll sign another striker." The owners don't want to devalue him,
but they also can't allow this kind of behavior. A clear message needs to be sent. Contracts must be respected, he added. Despite the ongoing crisis, Newcastle has kept Isak on the official squad list for the season, including his iconic number 14 shirt, a number worn by his idol Thierry Henry at Arsenal. However, his future remains uncertain, and pressure is mounting for the club to find a swift and strategic resolution before the transfer window closes.
After the contract renewals of Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk, Liverpool fans were finally able to breathe a sigh of relief and celebrate the Premier League title, setting aside the stress of negotiations. However, it quickly became clear that this summer would be a decisive one for the future of Ibrahima Konate. At first, there was optimism regarding the Frenchman's renewal, but so far, nothing has been finalized. After the match against Tottenham that secured the title for Liverpool, Konate was seen in the stands at Anfield, seemingly emotional as he watched the fans celebrate. It looked as though his emotional connection to the club would convince him to stay. Since then, the club has been trying to negotiate a contract extension with the defender, but talks have stalled due to differing evaluations. Now, in the middle of August, and just days away from the new season's kickoff, there is still no clarity on his future. Rumors suggest that Paris Saint-Germain showed interest in the player, but their recent signing of Ilyas Zabarny from Bournemouth may have ended their search for a new defender. Real Madrid, known for capitalizing on market opportunities, especially free transfers, is also monitoring Konate's situation. Spanish outlet Marca recently published a report claiming that Liverpool wants to avoid a repeat of the Alexander-Arnold case, who left on a free transfer to the Spanish Giants. According to the report, Liverpool's board is pressuring Konate to renew his contract as soon as possible. The club reportedly plans to submit a new offer in the coming days. If the player rejects it again, the possibility of placing him on the market before the window closes would become very real. However, Konate's departure seems unlikely at this stage. He and Van Dijk are the only fit center backs available to manager Arne Slot, making his presence vital at the start of the season. Letting him go now would, in many people's view, be a serious mistake. If a renewal is not part of the immediate plans, a potential sale in January could be considered more strategically. For now, though, the club is waiting to finalize deals for defensive reinforcements such as Marc Guéhi and Giovanni Leoni before making any decisions regarding the Frenchman. Konate has appeared content with the squad during the summer, which fuels optimism about his stay. Still, it is unlikely that negotiations over his future will progress meaningfully during this transfer window. His importance to the team goes beyond a simple market transaction. In any case, this is a situation that cannot be ignored. Sooner or later, a decision will have to be made, whether positive or not, and Konate, like the club, will have to face reality. Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you next time!